Dramatic shootout at a Midtown Atlanta high-rise.
The surveillance video shows the chilling moments happen in less than 20 seconds. Atlanta News First anchor Joe Gorcho is there in Midtown tonight. Joe, you spotted a lot of shell casings and damage to that building.
Blair and Tracy, and there's still very visible damage at this hour just behind me where the shooting happened. There's still shattered glass by that door and police tape. Again, where the shooting took place, Atlanta police tells us they're still investigating the circumstances, while residents say they're still on high alert, feeling very uneasy after what took place. Parker's bark is loud and fierce. Little did her owner, Josh, realize she was trying to alert him this afternoon to the chaos in the parking lot.
I worked home, and she went crazy. I didn't know why.
Around 4:40 Tuesday afternoon, a shootout between two people at Crest on Peachtree's parking lot. Our first alert chopper shows police response blocking access to the back of the building, where we saw shattered glass by the doors leading inside. Josh began to realize something had happened when he went to take Parker for a walk.
Tried to get into the elevator, and the elevators were shut down.
He took the stairs, seeing Atlanta police secure the area with crime scene tape. Police were speaking with witnesses for hours after the shootout. We reviewed security camera footage from this residential building. However, we do not have clearance from the management company to show it to you right now. But what it reveals is a man walking up toward these doors here at the back entrance, looking over his shoulder with a gun being held by his hip. As he walks through those doors, a man rushes in from behind, opens fire, shattering the glass. Then that man takes off running away, and the man he shot at rushes out of these doors and returns fire.
I was just in the crib chilling. Next thing you know, I heard just fa 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 fa.
One man says the shooting woke his brother up from a nap.
Woke him up looking out like, you hear people screaming. So it's the shooting, it's like the automatic, like
The shootout leaves behind more damage than bullet holes and shattered glass doors.
Definitely scared, worried, for sure. I mean, you can't be.
It's also another high-profile shooting at this building. Back in 2021, an officer was shot in the face while responding to a shooting. The officer survived. The shooter did not. And when it comes to this shootout that took place this afternoon, Atlanta police have not told us that they have anyone in custody at this time. Live in Midtown, Joe Gorcho, Atlanta News First.